Good morning, everybody. PJ here. Uh, just want to make a little video show, not really show, but tell where I'm at on learning Morse code, CW. Because it's been a little more difficult than I thought coming into it. When I first started, I was doing pretty good. Uh, I was all gung ho about it and really getting in there. And I wasn't doing that many characters either, so it seemed easy. I've added a few more characters now, quite a few, and up to speed and all that stuff. So it's gotten where I've hit like a wall on copying. Here, before I get check this out. It's that time of year. My bay window open in my shack. I love it. I've been waiting on this kind of weather. But anyway, just kind of talk about it just a little bit because for anybody else out there that's actually learning CW, Morse code, a few things I've learned just in a month is, for one, and this is probably the hardest part, is learning how to actually practice copying. The key part is not that difficult. I can go through the alphabet pretty good. I'll sit in here and I'll actually pound out words of things that I see or whatever, and I'll just sit there and spell them out. That's my call sign, and I can do that pretty regular, easy. Although I did try to make contact, think about a week and a half ago, something like that, and man, I bombed that bad because I was doing pretty good, and then as soon as they come back and get my call sign, it's like my brain and my hand did not want to work together. So that was an awakening moment for sure, because I was like, okay, I don't have this at all. So, and it wasn't that the keying was hard; it was actually having to respond quickly to somebody, and I mean, I just froze up. But anyway, I'm getting off of where I was at, and that's learning how to practice it. Because when I first started, I was doing pretty good, uh, and I was doing like, there's all kinds of programs you can get on, courses you can take. Most of them don't align with my schedule, so I have to do ones where it's basically on me. You're gonna hear my dog whining. I've got him in the fence there. He's not allowed out no more because he goes down the hill. But anyway, so that's what you'll hear if you hear him in the background whining. But anyway, there's courses and everything that you can get online and do. I'm sure they really help. Some of them want you to start with a straight key, slow code, starting off, which is probably really good. But what I noticed is when I listen to uh, QSOs on the radio or even Parks on the air, not many people are sending slow code. And if they do, I can't copy it. It's funny because I start seeing dits and das. And that's where I messed up when I first started, is I was trying to do dits and das. And everybody told me, do the sound. Start off at a higher speed, listen to the sound, get the sound, and go. And I was doing pretty good with that till I started adding a bunch of characters. And then I was like, okay, I'm not catching any of this. So I slowed it down at like 15 words a minute. That's as slow as I've ever put it. Any slower than that, and it just don't sound. It just sounds like dit. I mean, it's like so slow. And then I'm counting dits and das. Uh, but I guess that's probably, like I say, the hardest part so far has been finding a way that works for me to actually learn it, because there's so many different ways you can do it. And when you ain't got somebody that's been doing it sitting here with you, helping you or teaching you, then you're kind of doing it on your own. Same way I learned music. You're teaching yourself. And that's tough. Because you're learning from your mistakes all the time. I've gotten where I can copy, man, I'd say 30% of what's on my app when I'm doing it, with all the letters I've got. uh, and that's not good because I've got it 18 words per minute, regular standard character spacing that goes along with the words per minute you have, and I'm doing three letter words, I guess, and I usually either catch like the first one or I'll catch the last one. Sometimes I'll catch the middle. Most time I catch the last one. Sometimes I'll catch two, but rarely do I get all three, and that's why I'm pushing myself because like two I was okay, but then when I add more characters, it just throws me off. So, uh, but then when I listen to the radio, I don't hardly copy anything. Like every once in a while I'll catch something, but I don't know if I'm trying too hard to listen or what. Uh, I'm kind of rambling. I mean, I don't really know how to put this out, and I don't follow no program. I ain't wrote down a bunch of stuff because I'm just basically talking right now. I can't teach nobody nothing right now, so I'm barely teaching myself. Uh, but I guess one thing is just stick with it because, like I say, I got to a point, and I'm in that point right now where I've hit like a wall, and I was doing pretty good. Then all of a sudden, it's like I can't copy anything. And what I was doing is I was actually just driving to work, and I would put the app on, let it play in the truck, 10 words a minute, and I left it, not driving, but even when I'm doing it here, and I would hear something. I was like, oh, is that what I think it is? And I'd look. No, don't look. Because then you really messed yourself up. So I got now where I don't look at it. I've set the exercise down to like 3 minutes because when I had it at 10, I would just zone out. I don't know if I got ADHD or what, but I think I do because I can't even read a book without daydreaming. So I've lowered it down to where it's a shorter exercise, so I pay attention just a little bit more because once it goes past that, I'm just like I don't even pay attention to it no more. Every once in a while, I'll catch a character here and there, but anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm at this wall. I got to get over that wall. I'm going to keep practicing the same way I am. And like I say, there's all kinds of ways to do this, and I know people's got all kinds of suggestions. And I followed a bunch of them, and I think that's where I messed up on a lot of it was I would try this suggestion, then that suggestion, and then go, and I was going back and forth trying to find out what worked for me. And that kind of got me messed up just a little bit because then it just made everything swirl together, and it was like, okay, I got to do something different. So, like I say, I've got back. I'm 18 words a minute, standard character spacing, word spacing standard, and I'm listening to it like it should be coming in on the over the air with somebody sending it, and that's how I'm going to continue to practice. I seem to pick up a little bit more like that when it's a faster character speed because they sound more like sounds instead of dits and dots. Because when I did the dits and dots, man, I got myself all messed up, and man, it slowed me down. By the time 4 characters had gone by, I was still trying to figure out what it was I heard back here. So now it's like I'm training my brain to forget that real quick. So it's like if I haven't got it, I move on and I just go on. If I didn't catch this one, I wait for the next one. And I guess that's what this whole video is about. My journey into it, and telling you the first thing you need to do is figure out how you want to practice and stick with it. Because if you start changing it up, you'll get yourself all messed up. And it's really easy to do, especially once you start adding a bunch of characters. I don't know how many I'm up to now on the program that I'm doing. I think it's IZ2UUF app that I'm using. I started using that G4 something. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. G4FON. And the app that I'm using actually uses his same characters that in the same order he goes in, and you can set the speed just like you do the app on a computer. It's just on my phone, so I can take it anywhere I am. Because that's part of the finding out how to practice is finding out when to practice. I've learned that in the morning for me is not a good time. You can tell right now I'm still a little groggy from getting up. I ain't been up real long, but I'm drinking my coffee, getting woke up. Not a good time for me to practice because I'm not paying attention at all. Then when I don't catch it, I'm getting like frustrated. So I was like, okay, morning time, not a good time for me. On the way to work, I put it in the truck. I listen to it a couple of times on the way to work, but I'm not really paying attention because I'm either thinking about stuff I got to do at the new job that I'm doing, stuff like that. So it's like not a good time. After work, on the way home, once I got the day done, I'm heading home. It's like my time kind of thing. That's when I pay attention the most. And it seems to be pretty good too, because it's not long before I go to bed after that, or after I've done that and I come home, so it's still kind of fresh in my mind before I go to sleep. So anyway, find out when you want to practice, how you want to practice. That's hard because, like I say, there's a lot of programs out there. It took me a good 2 weeks to actually figure out just how to practice. Like I say, there's all kinds of programs, YouTube videos, people show you this and show you that, and every one of them is different. They all do it different. They learned it different. I don't know. I'll get there. Not to make this video too long, I just wanted to tell where I was at on it in a month. This has been right at a month. I think I'm actually just, what is the date? 307. So yeah, I'm right at just a little over a month. I started right at the 1st of February. And I'm at a wall. We'll see where it goes from there. But I'll quit rambling. Like I said, I just wanted to show. Next time I'll probably just actually write down some stuff to go over. It's just, I ain't got nothing I can show nobody right now as far as that. I mean, I can sit here and do the alphabet for you on the key, and you'd be like, oh gosh, man, he's slow. He's super slow. But if you was to fist out some CW on a keyer for me, I'd have to sit there and close my eyes and be like, okay, that was A, that was a D. It's like, okay, he's super slow at that too. But anyway, again, I'm rambling. Just wanted to let you know where I was at on it, on a month. I'm going to try to document it at least maybe every month. Every couple of weeks, I ain't making a whole lot of progress. If I just absolutely got like this big epiphany, that's like, and like, oh, okay, all of a sudden I can hear everything, I'll give you a video, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be month to month. So if anybody else is out there trying to learn it, stick with it. Because I've hit a wall before, and then I changed things up, figured out what I wanted to do, and I kept going from there, and I'm progressing now. Even though I've hit a wall, that's only because I've added quite a few characters since then. And it's not that I don't copy them. I copy them. It's just the way I'm doing it, I'm pushing myself. So I don't copy all of them. Once I get to where I'm copying 90% of those all the time, then I'll move on and I'll add some more characters. And then I'll be right back where I was at, going through it again, doing it all over again, until I get to the numbers. And the numbers are funny because they're easy to learn on the key because there ain't much to them, and they should be simple. But man, when I hear those on the radio, that really throws me for a loop, especially at high speed. It's like, wow. I don't know if that was a 3. I don't know if that was a 5. Well, 5's easy. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's about 15 minutes of me rambling. I'm going to say 73s. Y'all have a good day. Maybe y'all put some pointers down in the comments, like I say. I've kind of figured out what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick with it for a little while, because if I keep changing things up, I'll never get there. Uh, so find what works best for you and stick with it. And like I say, we'll see if that works for me, because about this time next month, I'll give you another update. We'll see what happens. See where I'm at from there. But y'all have a good one. 73s. AK4, PJ.